Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. This is episode 49, where last time we went on an excursion to the Storm Shore Tabernacle, and we had a beautiful lesson, both in a literature sense and a practical sense. What use is learning things if you don't put it into practical study? We went to the church, we donated, we made some offerings. And they were accepted, but, further proof of devotion was required. And I said, screw that. Let's go downstairs and have a bit of a peruse. And we found out if you steal from the gods, you get cursed. Who would have thunk? And we fuck around and find out. We saw what happened when you mess with that. Twink angels pop out of corpses if you mess with that. However, if you punch and explode a chest and take the item that way, the gods favor your genius strategy and do not curse you at all. And we found that to be a very fun little adventure indeed. We rented a room in the Elfsong Tavern. As you can see here, it's lush. Friends, pets, and stowaways alike may reside here. And it's beautiful. Lae'zel's bed is here when she's ready. You stop getting in my way, please. She's just trying to impose herself on my time here. We do have a spare bed or two, but keen to rescue Lae'zel, so we can have Lae'zel in with us, and then we can all sit at the Elfsong Tavern together over some ale. Now, as you can see here, Apocalypse has decided to change his headwear. We've put the jester hat away and replaced it with a mask. People know that this suspicious gnome is lurking around Baldur's Gate now. We've got reporters and all sorts of other characters knowing who we are. So we've opted to put on this mask. Clown makeup included, of course, underneath, but, we're in disguise now. Similar to the Emperor when he was operating in Baldur's Gate. Speaking of the Emperor, he propositioned us in a flirting sense, and we shut that down because I am seemingly irresistible more and more to all of these characters, but I'm having a good time with Karlach, and that's great. And speaking of, if you use this shapeshifter's mask, the shapeshift spell is an infinite disguise action. Now, I didn't realize that when I first looked at it episodes ago, which is hilarious because, yes, you can indeed shapeshift, and it remains when you go on that date with Karlach. I tested it out, which is hilarious. The downside to that disguise self is the illithid veins on your face still remain, which kind of defeats the purpose of the disguise. When there's a dead giveaway there, you're like, hey, you look like a partial illithid still. But I can turn myself into a masked tiefling for fun whenever I want. That's a great item with a really great spell attached to that. Doesn't need to recharge on a long rest or short rest or anything like that. I'm enjoying that quite a lot. We're going to leave the camp now.
Are you?
Back out into Baldur's Gate.
Unable to be surpassed.
Does Will still not have subtitles?
But Gale, you are so much more tolerable now you found your second.
Who's Gale's second love? I'm not romancing him.
Take that comment with the sincerity and goodwill I assume it was intended.
So much more tolerable now. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Will, but Will just doesn't have subtitles. We noticed that recently, but everybody else does. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that.
Afternoon.
Sadly, afternoon, lad. Bunt Chugly, what a name!
Look, I read that if you walk around the pub after each pint, you don't get a hangover. And if it's in the Gazette, it has to be true.
Oh no, what story are they going to do about me? We don't know. That's nearby, I think. Stop the presses. I was thinking that we should pursue our murder targets as well, because we did speak to Devella, and Devella's like, oh, I'll go to the upper city and warn them. I'm like, okay. So maybe a good idea could be for us to literally just run through the city, fill out the map a little bit, warn these murder targets, and then I don't know. The Wizard of Waterdeep, Sorcerous Sundries. I think that would be a good idea, which is also nearby Florrick. For that whole night song thing, we could maybe close that up, and then I think that we should put Jaheira back in the party and speak to Nine Fingers Keen at the guild hall. That could be a good idea as well. So that's gonna be the plan. Bunt Chugly, what a goddamn name. Augur Harkskellen. Oh no, that's a terrible. We've literally got a Gortash preacher.
You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
Alright, Karlak, throw him. Vincent Fentiman and Phobelia. God, just the names are incredible.
Vincent here is a wastrel and a scapegrace, but he does amuse me.
A scapegrace?
When I think about the poor refugees starving in Rivington, I could just weep. I believe I'll drown my tears in another brandy.
Oh my god. I do love talking to all the characters for that reason. Rowan Elkfriend, Ser Frenello.
On days like this, I miss the forest. I used to scamper amongst my woodland friends, if you can believe it. Here, not a squirrel in sight.
Should go back to the grove and bring the squirrel here.
Tears balls. Just lost the best job I ever had. Easy work in the upper city. But you don't care. And why should you? Sorry I said anything.
What? Tears balls, lad. Shut the fuck up. Lil Dara.
The service here is worse than ever. What do you have to do to get a drink around here?
What's this? What's this right in front of you? What's this right in front of you? There's a waiter right next to you. You're drinking the beer, Lil Dara. Look, talk to the waiter Thorn right next to you and say, hello, can I have another one, please? I think that's a you problem. Incredible stuff.
What do you do with a decapitated head anyway? Not like you could sell it.
I can think of a thing or two. Nothing good, though.
That's my voice.
I'm never eating at the elf song again. What if there were bits? Ugh.
Oh, maybe they're talking about the crime. I was like, Dribble's head?
Nice day for a walk.
You've got to talk to the locals if you want the true story about Stelmane's death. The Gazette would never print all the juicy details.
Yeah, they're talking about Stelmane. I was wondering if they were talking about like a lead for the severed head of Dribbles.
Makes me wonder how they knew it was Stelmane.
Never found the head.
You can tell all sorts with technology these days.
With technology.
Some hair. Or teeth.
Seems simple enough.
Oh my god. Okay. Ah! What the fuck?
I have supped well.
Oh my god, it's the guy.
Thoughts, emotions, memories, the experiences of the mature, the dreams of the young. Exquisite, all of it. I look forward to more.
Oh my god.
Recognize the newborn mind flare from the windmill before. It seems it has been busy.
Justice does not entail granting mercy to monsters. We should not have let this abomination go free.
Man, I am inclined to agree. Bro made his way out of the windmill and just started feasting on people in the lower city without us even knowing. He's just in the house, eating their brains. A whole family slain. Careful. Your appetite will bring a mob down on your head.
So be it.
Let the feast come to me.
But he's just walking around the city with like nobody even knowing? How did you get in here? You just killed not the Armbrust family. Can we alert the guard to his presence? What can we do about this? Oh my god, poor boy. I thought that we were about to witness another potential Dribbles the Clown body part moment. You know?
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Can you? That's crazy. I should have shut the door behind me, but also there's a murder scene here and you're arresting me for theft? Can you not see the mind flare upstairs? I'm happy to take something else. Your head, for example. I'm only going to pick this because I have goddamn intimidation proficiency. Oh my god, they're talking to Karlach. Karlach didn't even steal it, which is just the hilarious part. Alright, I'll take an advantage and a bardic inspiration. Karlach, pass the check for me. Oh, nice. I didn't need any of that.
You're free to go. This time. But next time you won't be so lucky.
Guards! There's an Illithid upstairs. Karlach is the one that got caught. Oh, that's crazy. Thanks, Karlach. You helped me out a lot. It's because Karlach had the band on her. That's nuts. Should we kill him?
Such diverse flavors to be found in a mind. Poetry, perversion, and all in between. This city will have much to offer.
I can't believe this dude's just in here. Who were these people?
Meals, energy, repurposed for a higher calling. Do not dwell on the fate of cattle.
Alright, I have an idea. Because the fact that this dude's just chilling in this room, if I open the door, he's got to be seen by a guard. Or I can have Gale use command.
Around, so it might as
Gale...
well.
Oh, he's just going outside. He's just going outside.
More interesting
what?
Times.
He's just outside. Shut the door. He's just outside. He's just outside. Nobody cares. He's just out and nobody cares. Is nobody seeing this?
What do you do with a decapitated head anyway?
What?
Not like you could...
Sure, he must be using like the mind flayer, like everyone thinks that he just looks like a regular person, right? Similar to how the Emperor was able to look like our dream visitor. That has to be what's happening here. The mind flayer just looks like a regular refugee to everyone else, is all I can say. Which means if we were like, guards, look, it's a mind flayer, they'd be like, what do you mean? That's Bob. Bob's been here for a day or so. He's new. He's a bit weird, but we let him go. That's nuts. Makes sense, though. The journal is filled with sketches of dresses, notes on unusual stitches, and several intricately detailed embroidery patterns. But I guess we'll leave. And the fact that this dude is not getting attacked is insane to me.
Not like you could...
Such diverse flavors to be found.
If I attack him... Well, now I'm scared to attack him, because if he is under disguise, people might think I'm just attacking a guy, and then I'll be the person to get in trouble. You know? Because now he's outside, everyone's gonna freak the hell out.
I don't read any.
Also, where was that guard that tried to arrest us? I don't see no guard. People are scared. The Steel Watcher is here. And this guy's just cowering. Mind Flayer says, "Do you not hear the Elder's call?" He's now like freaking out.
Something over there.
What's inside?
Loose plank. Missed payment. Armbrust, my organization helped with your finances on the understanding that you'd repay your debt promptly. Imagine my disappointment that the debt came due and instead of a sack of coin, all you sent me was a string of wet excuses. Now I know you're an honest man who loves his family, so you'll work hard to put things right between us, but I can't ignore a missed payment. My people will be there tomorrow to collect a late fee, and they'll come back every 10 days until you clear your debt, or they're forced to terminate our contract. I hope I've made myself clear. Keen. Guildmaster. On the back of the letter is a scrawled record of money treasures screwed array, slowly increasing but dipping dramatically every 10 days. It never gets close to the total circled at the bottom of the page. And disguise self. This guy was going to like disguise himself and get away and a bit of gold. How interesting. So, there you go.
Let's see.
That goes with the guild hall. Turn to us, child. It seems that there is potentially combat here. Like, I can't talk to the Mind Flayer anymore. But it looks like he's trying to, like, fight them. If I teleport away and then walk back here, will they be in combat? I'm so confused by that. I'm like, surely this guy's going to get seen because he was just walking around like normal, right? He was just walking around like normal. I was like, surely he must be under some sort of disguise then, but now this changes things. Okay, yeah, people are screaming. The Steel Watch seemed to be like hanging out. Oh, hang on. Here we go. He's dashing. Oh, the Mind Flayer's taken some damage. Are they in combat right now? Like, here we go. Look, they're in combat right now. The Steel Watcher and the Mind Flayer, because the Mind Flayer wouldn't be able to avoid being detected by a Steel Watcher because they look in their eyes, right? They look in their brain. He's taking damage. What the fuck? The Steel Watcher and the Mind Flayer are fighting, but like inside and outside. This is ridiculous. Go outside. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. He's going outside. He's going outside. Is the Steel Watch going to do anything? Or the fist, sorry? Maybe we should get it out of here. Maybe we should... Oh, here we go. Alright, we have a... Dude, alright. He's stunned. They're fucking fighting. Alright, if the Steel Watch has been able to identify this guy as an enemy, then surely the fist should help out. Should we attack him now? Let's help out. I'll help. I'll get you. I helped. Oh god.
What would you do with a decapitated head anyway?
Don't attack me because I helped. Mind Flayer. Brilgor! He still has him. He has the body that we, what the fuck? Dude, they just went about their business. Only the Steel Watcher fought the Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer brain. This sticky graying mass exudes a slightly sweet putrid odor, and it will give you devouring brain for 1 turn. Funnily enough, not the first brain I've devoured. Great. I have a Mind Flayer brain and the Windmill Key. And Absolute Orders, newborn. No, that did not mean to send the camp. Oh, Brilgor. Oh, Brilgor. Let's return.
Maybe you were seen moving a corpse.
Oh no.
Guards are being summoned.
Run away. Quick, run back to camp. Everybody run. Make a quick little escape.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. All right, the guards saw nothing. Now, in camp, I sent Absolute Orders. True soul alien, your time has come. The Absolute calls to all faithful, and you have been faithful indeed. Leave your barracks, leave your armor, leave all insignia of rank behind. You are part of the Flaming Fist no longer. You've been a loyal true soul. Soon you'll be so much more. You'll be one of us. That's the second fist-related Illithid, by the way, because we had this one in the windmill, and then we had the other one in the druid's room at Sharessa's Caress, which is only leading me to believe even more that, you know, when we saw that scene of like, my child's gone missing, and you've got like that person just being like, state your problem. Even though we disrupted that Illithid tadpole delivery at Moonrise, we stole that barrel. It seems as though there has still been a very clear infection of people within Baldur's Gate, which is very sad and unfortunate. We've been seen moving a corpse, and that's not good. God damn it. But if we head to Rivington, we have something that we need to do. That counts as entering a different region between Rivington and the lower city. Does that force us into a long rest scenario going between Rivington and the lower city because it's a different region? Yeah, I'm like, it shouldn't. We just have something to do very quickly. We're going to head back into the circus because we got to come back here anyway with Dribble's body parts. As it turns out, on Brilgor lies, on the Mind Flayer corpse, the body of Brilgor remains. Let's break these guys out of here. Right?
A couple turns should...
Won't budge.
Oh yeah, we broke the lock, so now I gotta actually get it. I should be able to break it with bludgeoning. You gonna fight me? Or can I break you out of here? No, we're gonna break them out of here. It does go into combat. Oh, the Lucille skeleton is going to attack us too? It's neutral, so it'll be attacking the Displacer Beast. Just run away, will ya? Just run away. We're trying to free you.
Come on.
Karlach, how good are your lockpicking skills? A whole DC of 15 on that. Karlach doesn't have very good lockpicking skills. What if you just attack it? We need a bludgeoning attack though. Fyodor's gonna come in to help once again. Gonna have to have Mapo Gnome go up and punch this.
Get this over with.
Let's get this cage door open too. Alright, so we break this one, but this guy's Crimson's pacified. I want no place in this. We're just freeing Shadow Whiskers finally, because there's no more innocence in the circus, except for the circus workers, and they'll know how to deal with animals. You know, they know exactly what they're doing. So in and out. Let's go. Let's get out of here. No, Lucille is dead. It's a pile of bones. We know that Lucille can get resurrected. There's only Lucretius the Necromancer right around the way. That'll be fine.
For real.
I've been trying to just flee, but everyone else keeps joining the combat, so we're just going to let it play out. I did give Shadow Whiskers an opportunity to just hopefully displace and run away. Oh, even Scratchy and Itchy are getting in on it. But yeah, unfortunately, the Displacer Beast has decided to put up the fight against the whole camp. The whole circus. We're not getting involved. We're just breaking them out. Alright, well, Shadow Whiskers did say that once she got out, people were going to suffer. There you go. but there was no more innocence. So there you go. No circus innocence. Unfortunately, Lucille the skeleton did not make it. A bowl and a bone is all that remains. Lucretius is a necromancer, bringer of the night, so I'm sure Lucille will just get resurrected off screen. And now we can continue why we actually came here.
What's cooking?
Here we go. Brilgor has been returned from whence he came, proven innocent in his unfortunate situation with the Open-Hand Temple murders. Oh, what the fuck? They put Fum in the... They put Fum in the open grave. Brilgor has been returned to his grave with a deep, well-intentioned apology after getting his brain eaten by a mind flayer. His name is clear though, so hopefully that's good. Fum, the clown hammer. Whenever this weapon lands a critical hit, both target and attacker have to succeed a wisdom saving throw, be affected by fits of laughter. This hammer has a colorful history. It doesn't honk when you squeeze it, alas. Karlak, got you a hammer. We got a face painting kit and word from the tribunal. So I think we forgot to loot Fum's corpse. So it's probably a good thing we came back to deliver Brilgor back to his coffin. Fum, we can see it in you, the thirst, the art, the passion, the trail of cold, bloody murder you have left in your track needs only the finishing touches to grant you a place among his favored. But he requires something truly magnificent. A circus has appeared, boasting a collection of misfits and ragtags, but more importantly, a stage. Now comes the performance of your lifetime, and when the curtain falls, the tribunal will be watching. Damn. Well, that was great. Will suffered the blow of tentacles, unfortunately. So let's select the right character and heal ourselves. There we go. And now we'll return back to the lower city. All in all, I'd say that was a successful visit back to Rivington there. And my game. Very interesting. It's glitching the lower city objectives onto the Rivington map. I might just close my game also. I'm just going to close it and reopen it. And hopefully that can smooth out some weird issues that are cropping up. Okay, now that we've had that chaos out of the way, Mind Flayer crisis dealt with, Brilgor returned to where he rightfully belongs, Clown Hammer obtained, and we can just enjoy ourselves. Now, we've got the... Will's got subtitles again!
The most excellent and complimentary things. With some encouragement from us, of course.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home.
That's crazy. Alright, Will has got his subtitles back. That's good tidings. Jesus, these bloody... they don't feel like tremors, because you know those explosions, like you have like those tremors and like people react to those, I think, and it feels more obvious. We're getting like those screen shakes, and they are not like screen shakes, but it feels like there's explosions happening, but nobody's reacting to it. It's kind of wild. All right, we've got our first murder target here. We have Cora. Cora Highberry. Hole, Hud, and Lud. Aran Elamar. Dave Hosmo. Zinfandel Gorse. Jason Borgu. Cora Highberry, hello.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
Wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery. Poison.
Please, wine tasting, individuals only, just one-on-one. Now you wonder why. If you're a murder target and you have a floating mug of ale in front of you, I think the camera angle has the NPC positioned at such an angle where we're getting their mug in my face. God, I think it's only polite that we let Master Metzley drink first, or should I say Dolor, or should we say that wine is poisonous? This man is trying to kill you. I feel we should stick to the point.
No, it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face, and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Oh shit. Oh, there's a bunch of Dolors. Crossing's namesake. We got a inspiration. Boots of Dimension Door. So Dolor casts Boots of Dimension Door on themselves. You can just... Excuse me, sir. Stay right where you are. I have so many counter spells ready for you. And if you don't mind, I'm going to kill you and take those boots, because we just found Gale a new pair. This guy looks so deliciously evil too. He's like, yeah, just doing wine tasting, got my nice piercings and my scar on my eye, and my glowing red eyes. Dimension Door is a level 4 spell. Get counterspelled. Yeah, silly. Stay right where you are. I'm coming for you in those boots. He paralyzed him. And he's... Oh! Gale's like, oh, was it worth it to counterspell him? I got paralyzed and killed. He did that like the paralytic poison for how the murders take place. Oh my god, Gale, we'll get you up in a second. I have a bunch of Dolor clones to deal with as well. Hold on. Let me just... Oh god, there's also Innocence to deal with as well. Oh, this is not good. All right, hold on. I need to position myself in a way that doesn't affect... Oh god, the thunder wave AoE is too large. It'll get Innocence.
If someone hadn't intervened.
What do you mean I can't do... Oh, only undead characters. Oh my god. If I charge forward, it'll still do... Innocence in the way! God damn it! My AoE ability has been severely hampered right now.
Now this is my happy place.
Alright, let's do Karlach's turn first, and we're going to throw him... we're going to improvised melee weapon him right into this one. Wonderful. And then... Get mad about it. And then if you don't mind, throw Dolor over here so he'll be right next to Mapo Gnome. You know, what just happened? Oh, opportunity attack. Shush you. Tepid piss. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much, Karlach. And now it's my turn. And I can say, screw you, mate. You stay down there. And then I'm going to use my Stunning Strike. Who's next in this list of people? you. Oh, you would. Down you get. Alright. Very good. Yeah, well, just hold it on tight there, mate. Oh god, the Carabasan's gift. They're going for it. So they all have it too. Oh no, dude. Oh my god, they all have it. We were gonna have Will heal Gale, but now he's paralyzed. Perfect ambush. Oh god, yep, okay. Oh bro, oh my god, where did he even come from? Oh my god, okay. Oh fuck. Paralyzed. We have antidotes, right? And they kills paralysis. That's poison. Well, Carabasan's gift. Is that a poison? Let me see here. I need to look through my whole thing. Remedial potion cures paralysis. Need one of these to go to me. I can throw that onto Will. Let me just take that. Arthur's interrupted. Take that. Alright. No more paralysis. And now I'm going to remove you. And this is main Dolor. So I need main Dolor to be also dealt with. Yes. Wonderful.
What's this?
Arlak's turn. Watch this, she says. Oh, ow. Watch this, mate. And then for good measure, bloody watch this, mate. Screw you. Alright, Dolor's out. And then... Screw you, mate. Also, while we're throwing $1 million on the ground, this is a perfect opportunity to say Baldur's Gate is going to get 12 new subclasses, and one of them is literally Barbarian for increased throwing damage, and they get super big. So it's a good thing that that isn't being released soon, because that would just turn Karlach even into more of a crazy person. And the Drunken Master Monk subclass with the amulet that gives you additional hit points and turns of being drunk. I think it's like, I put it in here somewhere. The Amulet of the Drunkard with Drunken Master Monk. Only 2 perfect. We're being lucky with these NPCs. Gale's dead. Oh my god. Fuck. We tried, Gale, I'm sorry. I thought that they'd leave you alone while we were doing this. Oh my god, bro. Alright. Will finally gets a turn. My god. Get Spirit Guardians. That was a great idea. Now, I was literally going to use this turn to heal Gale and get him up with Will's healing word. Unfortunately, not happening. We'll get you up next time, buddy. I promise. Alright, let's get these fellas out of here. Time to put this to bed, and saving all the NPCs while we're at it. You're done. And this one hasn't even Morphic ambushed yet. And you're done. And then I'm getting you out of here too. Good. Okay. Get out of there, everyone. Be safe, be free. And Gale.
Defender of the people.
Let's get you up, buddy. Welcome back.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
Feeling fresh?
There you go. How's that?
You have my attention.
Is that better? Drink up. Oh my god. Okay. Dolor.
What I wouldn't give for a good rest about now.
Okay, well, hold on, mate. Potion of Supreme Healing. I'll take that. Carapasan's Gift. There was plenty of those. Potion of Sleep. Man, this guy was set. Space Shunt Boots has Dimension Door. These boots are well maintained and clean, though their soles are thin from wear. So we have a 1 free cast of Dimension Door. Long rest. Dolor Amaris. When you land a critical hit with a weapon or unarmed attack, it deals an additional 7 damage. Once wielded by a murderer, this weapon's handle retains an eerie, clammy warmth as if Dolor's pre-slaughter sweat somehow crept into the leather and lingers there still. And then a enchanted dagger. Wild. Genuinely wild. Scarlet leather armor. We have Torn and Bloody Page. The following text is printed haphazardly on a torn bloody page titled Dirge of the Unholy Assassin. Neath Candlehallow's quiet tombs lies a path to murder's boons. If entry down below's your aim, seek trigger hidden by a frame. Sicarius, the door awaits to admit those who seek their fates. If to continue you insist, show a trophy rent from wrist, or sacrifice for our Lord planned, present death's night, a smear of blood obscures the poem's final word. Is this how we get to the temple?
The passphrase, Sicarius, and the location. We should find this Candlehallow place.
And is that our lead to get back Lae'zel? And then we have a handbag, a bag of severed hands wet with suspicious viscera. Duke Stelmane's hand. The few remaining fingers on this hand have grown pallid, cold, and stiff. Father Lorgan's hand, Alexander's hand, and Frunk's hand. Wow. Impress the murder tribunal. Let's see. We have taken the serial killer Dolor's sick trophies, the hands of his victims. We can use these to access the Dreadlord's tribunal underneath Candlehallow's tombstones and find out how to enter the Temple of Baal. And there you go, passphrase. Seems the Baalist cult may be there. We are able to pursue Orin, Lae'zel, Temple of Baal, all collectively together. Tombstone shop key, and a promising candidate. Interim report. The Scarred Dwarf is a promising candidate for Unholy Assassin. Though he is personally crude, his methods of homicide are artistic and even innovative. He has set up a deadly wine festival to eliminate his next target, and I, for one, will be observing it closely. Well, did you enjoy the observation? Because we did. And Gale almost didn't make it. That's crazy. We're going to eventually run out of Revivify Scrolls, and then we're going to have to go through Withers. I think that'll be a really fun thing. If someone else dies, maybe we'll go through Withers next time instead, just to see what it's like. Molly and Timmy the orphans. Let's talk to Cora about just surviving that incredible murder festival.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
My God.
I am so glad that monster was stopped.
Oh, me too, my love. Me too.
Oh, nice. We stopped Cora Highbury from drinking poison wine, saving her life.
We should look into some
Oh, yes. And Gale got inspired. What was it? It was Crossing's namesake. Discover the Undying Sentinel underneath Worm's Crossing. No, you didn't. Undying Sentinel underneath Worm's Crossing. So we got that once we revealed the murder cultists.
rules. This cannot happen again.
I'm confused about that.
I am so glad that monster was stopped.
Oh, me too.
I guess maybe we'll check that out one of these days. We'll go underneath Worm's Crossing, and that might be tied to the Temple of Baal then, if it's also tied to these murders. Strange indeed. Off we go. Anyway, the Highbury's home, right outside the Murder Wine Festival. Let's continue talking to murder targets. If we've taken out Dolor, which is our dwarf in red, by the way, our dwarf in red has now been taken care of. So, all the other murder targets have literally been removed off the map. Wow. Okay. I was going to go through collectively to all of them. So now we can go over this way, which is apparently the Candlehallows tombstones. It's a little disappointing that, I mean, it makes sense. You no need to go to the murder targets when there's no murderer. I wonder if that means that if we were to go and pick and choose any of the murder targets, that the murderer would be there? Or did we just pick the murder target correctly? Like, are you able to go to other targets and be like, I'm going to warn you, like we did with Revere, and they were, yeah, interesting. I wonder if that means that he's just, depending on when you get to the murder target, if they're successful or not. Regardless, we now have a sack of hands, Stelmane's being one of them. Maybe we can put the, the other hand of Vecna that we got from the genie in this bag as well. Wow. All right. Well, that removed some targets off my map, so I feel pretty good about that. I did want to speak with Nine Fingers Keen. I have a choice now. Do we get Lae'zel back as soon as possible? Or do we High Harper it up? There's so much. It's hard to choose sometimes. I think that what we should do is potentially see if our companions have anything to say about the wine festival.
Always good to talk, my friend.
No.
What's on your mind?
No.
How can I help?
No. He's so happy to just be revived, so that's fine. I think, so instead of Gale having Misty Step, which refreshes on a short rest, is get this Dimension Door in. Beautiful red shoes, we'll change that. And does Will have... Will just has Misty Step, so I don't need to do that.
Time to rest.
Let's do what we equipped Gale for, and we'll go to Sorcerous Sundries. And then we can swap Will for Jaheira, and then we can go and check out the guild hall.
Damned hypocrite!
Whoa. What?
The Blade of Frontiers, all pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. I trusted you. I believed in you.
Florrick, what do you want about? What is this?
Lady Mizora told me everything. How you slaughtered your own father. How you crave his power. I thought you were going to save him. But you abused his current state to get rid of him. You mean to make the city bow to you, and you alone.
That meddling ghoul. Florrick, I...
Save it. My duty is to Baldur's Gate, and it holds no place for Ravengard's treacherous spawn.
Dude, what the... Oh my god, Mizora! You're gonna trust the word of a devil? A relevant thread of knowledge pokes at your mind. Yeah, dude, what the... We rescue Florrick, and she's wearing the worst disguise ever. She's still in the dress. This is nuts. Just literally approaches us in broad daylight. Like, yes, a devil came and appeared to me and I trusted everything that she said. Let us explain, at least. Raven Gods could still be alive and we intend to save him, which is true. We just don't know his whereabouts because we freed Will, and that was, I think, the better choice. But he could still be alive. It just means that he's no longer protected from any and all harm, is what the deal was. Which means we might still be able to get him to safety, just not in an invulnerable state. Oh, you bastard. All right. I'll take a 6 to 13 advantage. Thank you, Will. Thank you. 29, take that, Florrick. Let's talk you down, please. Let's not be too hasty.
At ease.
Yeah, relax.
By the living gods, I believe you. What darkness has fallen upon us? Will, there's something you must know. I should have told you sooner, but I'd hoped somehow your father would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists abducted him, he told me that should he fall, I must seek you out and give you this message. Your father trained you in the ways of great champions. You are to use those lessons to wake the worm under the city. He is oath-bound to answer your call and come to our aid.
Wow. So, you are to use those lessons to wake the worm under the city, the Undying Sentinel, which I just got a Gale inspiration about for some reason. So I learned about the Undying Sentinel literally like 5 minutes before Councillor Florrick was gonna tell me about it. Worm? Are you saying there's a dragon living under the city? I had no idea.
A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city faced countless threats, but the Baldurians overcame them all. There was never any need to call upon the worm, but this time, things are different. This is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. Your father was right. We need Unsur's help. With him gone, the worm's awakening now falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
This game drives me crazy in the sense that if we didn't go to jail, if we didn't, like, think about the sheer level of the game taking into account what we've done is Hoots Hooch. Karlach drinks that and gets sent to jail. Now, since posting that episode, I've learned that Hoots Hooch is a series of randomly influential things that can happen. And going sent to jail is one of them. So patrons and members of the community alike have said, I got smaller and bigger a lot. I just got really, nothing happened. But it's a series of effects that can happen. So by pure chance of drinking Hoots Hooch, we end up in prison. We then break out and find Councillor Florrick. And then by pure chance of that effect sending us to prison and then breaking out, Gortash invites us to the inauguration, and it being Karlach was just ridiculous. And then we managed to make our way back out of there without much of a hassle. We break Florrick out. She says that she'll be an ally to us. And then this scene happens only because we broke Florrick out of a prison that we by chance ended up in. Because outside of that Hoots Hooch event, I can't figure out if there would have ever been another situation that we would have got put into prison. I was accepting it when the Steel Watcher was about to send us in, but then the gnomes got in the way of that. If we hadn't have helped the gnomes out in Moonrise, then that wouldn't have happened. We would have got taken to jail. Like, there's just the way that you can see all of these events that could not happen at all, and the game still kind of smoothly goes along. It blows my mind, because it's like, if we never ended up in prison and never broke out Florrick, we don't learn about this. Like, it's just like, I sit here and I'm just like, fucking hell. I can't believe that this game has this. And I don't know if, yeah, like, I just have so many people that also comment, I never saw this in the game, you know? To just multiple events. So, like, I never saw the Mind Flare in the windmill. I never spoke to this character, so this never happened. But, like, nothing feels like it's missing. It's just everyone experiences the events differently, much akin to a D&D campaign. And it feels so overwhelming in a video game sense, because you get used to video game limitations, and every now and then a video game gets released where it just blows your mind in what it's capable of doing. The sheer chance of the sequence of events here to lead to something as big and revelatory as, by the way, Dragon under Baldur's Gate, under Worm's Crossing, you can do that. I'm not sure if there are alternatives to finding out about this, of course. There may be, but it's mind-blowing. I wouldn't have gone into Worm's Crossing prison willingly without, it being a sheer accident, or finally eventually getting caught for some wrongdoing and acquiescing and going to prison, instead of talking our way out of it. It's just super impressive to sit here and witness this play out. And again, because of the commitment to story choices, consequences, and not re-rolling mistakes, it leads to just fascinating story developments even later down the line. Like, let's say we have Karlach drink the Hoots Hooch, and we're like, oh no, I don't want to have her end up in prison, disconnected from the party, reload. And then that's all gone. By committing to the path that we get put on, it's just been so much fun. And it's led to some absolutely crazy things. There's obviously a lot of stress in decisions that we make, because there is a commitment, We're not just going to weasel our way out of choices, and we take on those consequences, which is why we look like this. But it just leads to some really, really incredible stuff. Okay. Now let's get back and focus on the game. Let the dragon sleep. Your faith in Will is well founded. We will seek the worm and ask for his help. But I will also say, Will, what do you make of this?
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. Let's awaken the worm and take back the city.
Ravengard's blood courses through your veins. Your father would be proud. I will go and assemble any allies I can find. When the battle horns call, we'll stand ready. Unleash the worm, Will. Let his tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. Good luck.
My God. Will, what do you make of that? Yeah, I thought so. Can we just also acknowledge the fact that we let Will be like, Will, what do you think? But we didn't get to say, Will, what do you think, in regards to the pact he made with the devil and what decision he wants to make, whether it's, save Duke Ravengard or break the pact. We made that choice for him, and that still irks me. It doesn't sit right with me that we had no choice to talk to Will about it. But then when he's given a book about a legend of a dragon, be like, Will, what do you think? You know? It's crazy. I think it just is because Will just has no sense of direction, because ever since he's been young, he's had a devilish master, and he just isn't able to make decisions for himself, clearly. Unless it's making the decision to be in a pact with the devil.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Florrick against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Florrick saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate.
Really think a dragon's been living under Baldur's Gate? I mean, it kind of fucking cool.
I do, and so did my father. Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps.
What the hell? All right, that's wild.
Why, yes, Edward.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I just want to see if you would comment on that too. You heard about anything, Gaio? Any legends of Ansur? Baldur's Gate, great Baldurin's birth. Old Baldurin found a due veneration, his guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth, a savior below our eternal elation, to Wormway, neath's prison's deepest level, to be found by not a soul nor devil. Note, entrance in Wormsrock prison, you are Older Ravengard. With a lightning shock, a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. Something about sparks and torches, use lightning skills? Its trials no common adventurer may exceed, when each day sends forth new ones to their fates, but one great hero, by the founder's will decreed, shall only once grant our age the heart of the gate. Only a great hero can pass the trials and awaken Ansur. So this is
Rock Prison. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
Oh, that's just Will's Eldritch Blast, of course. So, the Blade of Frontiers questline continues. This could lead to Wormway, Ansur's secret lair. After reading the legend of Ansur, we discovered a great worm resides in a secret lair. So, if you were able to get this book, maybe in a different way? And again, like, to learn about this even being in Worm's Rock Prison, we've been given this by Florrick, who was in Worm's Rock Prison, right? I'm shocked about this even being a development. Can we speak to Mizora and just be like, what the fuck? Troublemaker. Breaks the pact and then gets like, what's the word I'm looking for? Gets petty about it. Be like, well, I'm going to go and hang out with Florrick, who's just been freed, and set her against you. We free her, she becomes an ally, and she gets ready to kill us because of Mizora's little interference.
Something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Or should I say Lady Mizora? Oh, maybe Mizora appeared as like something else? Didn't appear as a devil? Florrick accosted us in the lower city. When the hells did you tell her? Actually, I like this first. Or should I say Lady Mizora?
So, you talked to Florrick, the city's most loyal servant, positively outraged to hear how Will failed his father. Tell me, darling, how is she?
As if you care. Is this the kind of entertainment you wanted?
Entertainment? I'd be a cheeky devil indeed to make such diabolical merry. Glower all you want. I was merely laying the path to Will's success. With the Duke gone, someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of the dragon. His only son, perhaps.
Spirit of the dragon? And now the appropriate response? I want you out of here. Now. We've had this here the whole time.
I'm afraid that's not an option. I'm quite stubborn, you see. Take a swing or a stab if you want, but I'll just slip away for a breather. One of the perks of being a half-devil, of course.
Literally, he's just like, no, I don't think I will. Fucking.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's Still Watch?
I don't.
I am so glad you asked, Edvard.
Why are you talking to yourself?
Why, yes. I'd love to do an interview.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were one of the mouse journalists.
Like, why are you walking around talking to yourself, but like talking to people? And that makes sense. She's talking to herself, having a fake interview. Anyway, before the Florrick interaction, the thing that made me laugh was I was approaching Lolo Fuzzletoes, and as soon as it went into cutscene time, for some reason I thought that we were about to get approached by these two because they were the only named characters in the vicinity. I'm like, what's so important that Lolo Fuzzletoes wants a piece of me? And it was fucking Florrick. God, this game and its surprises. I can't even talk to Lolo Fuzzletoes anyway.
I'll never understand people who don't want to be famous. The more the people like you, the more you can get away with.
Okay. He's a Loris. Oh no, he's been robbed.
The problem's at the top.
Defeated Steel Watcher. What happened here?
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks.
I guess that's, you're able to learn about the location of it. I mean, we already knew that. So I like how the game does position multiple ways for you to learn about things like that. Otter Juxon. Ligorillo.
See the latest issue of the Baldur's Gate's never going to be safe with the Absolute out there. Why would the Gazette lie to an entire city?
I'm glad you asked.
Right.
It exactly
Anyway, Sorcerous Sundries is the destination. My God.
Do you know how hard it is to get those cabbages into? Wait. The stoic stance. Calming presence. You're one of those monastic types. You stay clear of my cabbages. You're sort of done enough damage as it is.
What? What?
Look what they've done to my cabbages!
Thievery monks. Oh, that's so cool. This is the tower that was destroyed in the opening cutscene. This is the bell tower that was destroyed at the beginning of the fucking game, dude. Oh my God. How cool is that? How did that work? What?
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Do you remember which way we came?
Left.
All right.
Right.
Oh, this is.
Down the stairs.
Can we get up any further? Just literally get to this one point. I don't think I can get up any further than that. But I can start just roaming the rooftops anyway. Pigeon feathers.
That might be worth a look.
Bro. What? Bloody heaving kit right here. Pigeon feathers and pigeon poop. Getting on the rooftops of places is has so many more details than you might think. And being partial illithid and just being able to run around the city and flying is just hilarious. Probably not a good idea for, you know, considering the fact that people might get a little bit concerned. We just like, whoa, that guy's just randomly flying. Oh, Jesus.
Don't want to get in trouble, that's all.
Kid's gonna need a family no matter what happens.
What?
You want to adopt it?
Just until he has somewhere better to go.
And he's not an it.
What happened here?
The broadsheet's gone.
I got lost.
Oh.
And then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up. I shouldn't have run away. I'm just sorry.
Oh, poor kid found his parents like this. It's a tragedy, yeah. But it's not like we can look after him.
Jesus.
Little un found his forks gutted. Didn't see it happen, though, thank the gods. City's home to some proper sick bastards.
God, this isn't even something that we can engage in at all. It's just, unfortunately, part of the game. Like, just, they just got killed. And you're just, like, walking past it. You're just like, fuck, you can't even, like, help him out. At least Harry Noodles is good. This Frelgodorf, he sucks.
We need to tell the Flaming Fist, get this kid some help.
And have them lock us up for 2 murders we didn't do. We're too scared to come here anyway. We'd have better luck with a guild.
Clown.
Between the Steel Watch and the Stone Lord, the Guild of Panic.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gortash has got to be paid.
Druid Clarvox. Ooh, there's a druid here. Oh man.
Bless these roots.
Hang on. Back to the camp real quick. Hang out with. Whoa! Did you hear there's a rat? When did you get a pet rat? When did you hear her get a rat, dude? She's just like hanging out with the rat. Fuck, I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt your rat conversation.
You'll need to free up your ranks a little first.
Hold on, there's a druid. I'm bringing my druids.
Oakfather preserve you. There is no room for me, I'm afraid. Ready?
Just keep hanging out with the rat. All right, I gotta break you away from your rat. I'm so sorry. Oh.
I had hoped there might be a greater sense of balance within the city. That its walls might enable sheltering within it to foster community, peace. Yet it is not so. Unnatural steel beings patrol the streets. The printed word sows discontent, and those in need are treated with disdain. Is this truly what progress looks like? Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes the Shadow Druid's desire to separate nature from all this seems pragmatic, not fanatical.
Civilization is but an extension of nature. They can thrive together if given the chance. Same as Thaniel and Oliver.
A fine point. I wish I had thought of it myself. Thank you. Your wisdom shines through even in dark moments. I shall not give in to despair. Not while there is still the chance of a future worth fighting for.
Are you still content at my side? This doesn't have to be your fight, and it's certainly not your typical habitat.
The city, you mean? With all its noise, smoke, stone, and bustle? I would not be here given the choice, but I promised you my support, and that is what you shall have. Still, though, this place crawls with life, but little of it flourishes. I see refugees unhoused, the destitute unwanted, orphans unloved. The city is like a forest with an overgrown canopy. Light and nourishment cannot penetrate to those who need it the most, and still it draws them in. The safety of numbers, the promise of civilization, the dream of better. All that potential is too often destined to die in the dark and rot in the gutter. I wish I wish there was a better way. I wish everyone could see the sun, have a full belly, and know nature as a friend. There is a balance that is yet to be found. Listen to me, preaching like an initiate in his cups.
It's a fine dream. Perhaps you can help find the balance.
Yes, I hope so. But we have a battle to win before any of that.
Nice. That exclamation marks dialogue mixed with this dialogue meshed really, really well together, and that was actually both of them really, really good with bringing Halsin out into the city, and hadn't thought to do that yet. And these are the moments where I'm like, man, I wish every companion just walked around with you naturally, outside of, having a mod to increase your party limit so you can have everyone with you. It's just so good to have the whole team being able to walk with you naturally, and then they can all offer their own insights and dialogues. It flows really well with that in mind, because if this was a true tabletop experience of D&D, all your companions and players would be there with you, talking and being involved and all of that kind of stuff. So there's just like those elements where, for balancing reasons, I'm obviously not doing the party mod to have everybody running around with me, because it would be quite chaotic, and we're going for more of the, that gameplay experience from a balancing perspective. But I think when I replay the game, I'm going to have all of the party members for sure, because that'll be really exciting in terms of getting all of the dialogue and getting all of those scenes. Oh, another one. Okay. We've got some updates with Halsin bringing him out. He's getting all depressed. So I'm like, don't worry, bud. I brought you out because we've got a druid nearby, and we're all going to hang out. But
Oakfather preserve you.
Never mind. I thought he had two things. All right. We got a druid with a sad-looking tree.
Behold. This tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shontia wishes me to save it. I can feel it.
Oh, man. I really picked you fellas up.
You have my word.
Oh, hi. What's going on?
Behold.
Damn.
Yes?
You guys got any... Here you go.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Halsin's gonna help. There you go. How's that? Does that feel good? There's a lot more now.
How does it could have? I will spend every drop of my magic to save this tree from death, if Shontia wills it.
There's a lot of plants around here now, so you don't have to worry about that.
Little one.
And
and bloom as I know you can.
We did it.
Never a
Don't have to worry about that. And then also, just for good measure as well, we don't have the create water spell available right now, but we're just gonna wait for this to clear out. There we go. There you go. I'll water the tree
will cure you
as well. Okay, there you go. The tree has been watered, and it cleared out some of the plant growth. Magic water does that to you.
Don't waste the step.
And we'll come and check on that after we've destroyed the absolute. All right, get back in the room, Halsin. Get back in there. I feel like we could have still had that dialogue with him just at camp. We didn't need to have him in our party in Baldur's Gate for that.
I have a lot on my mind.
What can I do for you, my friend? Well, obviously, in that...
I'll bring you now.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
You're in my party already. Who is it? Will. We'll go into this Sorcerous Sundries place with Gale.
Always good to talk, my friend. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make... Always good to talk, my friend.
About the legend of Ansur.
It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Thank you for spelling that out for us. Yeah. Maybe Astarion will have an exclamation mark. And we'll also be like, the city. Never mind. We'll put Karlach back in after, but for now, we'll just have him walk around with us too. No, the plants! They died.
Gortash has got
Pretend that you didn't see that. The plant growth is there and it's thriving. Alright. Sorcerous Sundries. We're finally gonna be here. Where's Gale?
Figaro's is in this part of town.
I wouldn't say I'm certain,
Just jump down, mate. Just get down from there. Gale's like just taking in the view, getting nice and distracted.
Well, idiot.
We'll try and find someone who can help you mind that.
Cat.
Hold, Seeker! Have you come to swear yourself to Sorcerous by my paw?
What? Sorcerous is in Sorceress's caress?
Yes, and no. Your kind has lost their way in their worship of the feline of felicity. You only hold to her basest tenets. Now, will you heed our mother's call and bolster her as she crushes the heathen absolute beneath her divine paw?
Yes, I pledge myself to Sorceress.
Yes, yes. Together we shall spread the word of the wonder in her every paw step. I will sing her name in the streets, and you will bring her prayers to those suffering 2 legs instead of 4.
Praise Sorceress! Oh, I love talking with animals in this game. Who's doing thaumaturgy? Salamander and Astoundo the Great. And Astoundo the Lesser. Oh.
It's so pretty.
They named their kid Duddy Duddicon. That's crazy. Alright, Sorcerous Sundries, please. I've been waiting so long to get in here. Oh my god, Clank. Oh god, what are they? Oh my god, they're just doing a bunch of stuff. Harridan from the Grove.
Let me back in. I'll bring Lorroakin out here, you tin tube. You tell Lorroakin I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
This guy is coming here looking to claim payment for something that he gave up on immediately. Immediately. Ran away from the goblin camp with your tail between your legs back to the Grove, mate. Who are you trying to get at inside?
Lorroakin, the wizard who set out the contract. He owns this place. And his little page boy inside knows how to get to him.
Lorroakan said it'd be easy money. A smash and grab. Get in, get the Night Song, go. Turns out his little relic was in a temple of Shah, beneath an army of goblins. Would never have taken my people in if I'd known. I can't bring them back. But I can make Lorroakan cough up. Especially if you found the relic.
This guy's information, or complete lack of it, that he's like, yeah, the Shah's place under the goblin camp, and definitely not in the Shadow Curse lands, in a mausoleum, in a gauntlet of Sharan trials, in the Shadowfell. Yeah. Smash and grab. Sorry, mate, I didn't find anything. No idea what you're talking about. No fucking idea.
Hope you lost fewer people along the way than I did. Bloody goblins. Lorroakan should have warned us. Sod it. Enough. Lorroakan and his precious Night Song just about ruined my life. If you value yours, I'd steer well clear of this place.
Oh, it's mine, fella. Sorry.
This is hardly the time for idle banter. The annals of Carsus are here, waiting to be read.
All right, buddy. Chill out. We're walking in.
Very well.
Interesting. Examine the armor to discern its nature. It's an Arcana check. Hold on.
Directly.
Maybe we should let Will take the lead for this. Gale take the lead for this. We're going into Sorcerous Sundries. Maybe we'll let you do the talking. And this will be fun, because this can be one of those moments we let one of our companions take center stage. The back-to-back critical success to critical failure pipeline of switching to Gale is perfect, but don't do that to me again, please. We'll just inch by on that one.
This armor is a construct animated by powerful magic. It has no soul or power of speech, but it follows the directives of its master. It feels no pain and knows no morality. It will act on behalf of its master and perish when the magic that binds it is severed.
Nah. He's just a sweet little guy. He's my best pal. Alright. Gale, take the lead. Oh. Okay. Oh! Is this, Roland's in here?
That way?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, I don't think so. Why? Friend of yours?
You don't know?
He's patriarch of the Tsar family. Nasty fellow, if the histories are accurate.
I imagine they are.
Will, surely you know about it by now. Oh my god, there's just... Okay. I think... Oh my... I'm getting overstimulated at the function. There's too much shit going on. I think we also get an idea about what was going... Big Clive! I think we get an idea of what was going on with the camera shakes, where it wasn't like earthquakes, but like the sorcerers out there going crazy with their spells too. We have different types of elementals, which is fun. We have a gold wormling staff, just chilling. Roland's here. Apparently he got a desk job. He's working as a receptionist. Big Clive is here. There's a conjured cat. What the fuck? Alright. I don't even know where to start. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Let's talk to Roland. Let's start at the main desk.
You! What are you doing here?
Are you still covered in blood as if you've just got out of the Shadow Curse lands, my boy? I heard this place was the place for spellcasting prodigies. Why are you here? Speaking as Gale, and this place will be funny.
This is, my apprenticeship. It has not been what I expected. Master Leroican is, a difficult man. He's consumed by his pursuit of the Night Song. I haven't learnt a thing, and I fear it'll stay that way. Cal thought this would be everything I wanted. He always was an optimist. But never mind that. What can I do for you?
Like, still this far into the game, getting a piece of dialogue because Cal died. Like, where's your sister though? It's nice that we're seeing tieflings that have found their place, right, within Baldur's Gate, to see them make it this far and survive. But then there's a part of me that's sad that they are split up in a way too. But I guess they can always catch up. They probably got each other's numbers, you know. Do many people ask about the Night Song?
It's all I deal with these days. People claiming their trinkets are the real Night Song, looking for the mountain of gold Leroican promised. There's even a pamphlet. Take one. They're on the desk.
Well, I have information on the Night Song, but also, yes.
Be very sure before you make to visit Leroican. He's got a beastly temper. But if you really do know something, he'll want to see you. Head upstairs. You can find the way into his tower up there.
I wonder if he'll talk to me with that candor, or whether he'll be pissed off at me, because he hated me.
You! What are you doing here?
Oh, I guess he's fine. You look a bit worse for wear. What happened to your face? That's what I just said. God, I'm locked into my character so well. I'm like, why are you covered in blood?
Nothing for you to worry about.
His voice catches. Something's wrong here.
But never mind that. What can I do for you?
Something's wrong here? Oh no. This isn't going to be like an Orin moment, is it?
Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with.
Alright, whoa! Alright, we'll shop. Vest of Soul Rejuvenation. A garment worn by one of 3 monks who fought together against Headless Serpent, Secret Venom, a gang in the port city of Nyanzaru. This was worn by Striga Morkoskavich, whose stances moved fluidly, flawlessly, and who defanged the serpent one blustery night. Wow. Whenever the wearer succeeds a saving throw against a spell, they regain health, and greater Kashigo counter, the wearer can use a reaction to make an unarmed strike against any attacker that misses. Just you miss. Bah, huh, bah. And armor class of 2 as well. Oh, that's, and for a monk as well. I was not expecting that. Cat's Grace and our dex score by 2, and a +1 bonus to dex saving throws, and an increase in jump distance for our Graceful Cloth is really good, though. The ability to just get, like, miss and just punch them in the face is great. Ring of Regeneration. At the beginning of your turn, the ring activates and just straight up heals you. That is great. The ring is, in effect, a tiny field medic that won't charge you 70 gold pieces for a 15-minute consultation. Quick Spell Gloves. Cantrips that cost an action cost a bonus action instead. This effect can be used once per short rest. It immediately just got less appealing. I was like, oh, as soon as it just switched to once per short rest, I went, I'm not interested anymore. If that was just for a very rare magical Sorcerous Sundries glove at this point in the game, if that was just being able to do Gale's Ray of Frost as a bonus action, I would have taken it. Disorders of the nerves and mind, and missives of Candlekeep. We have Armor of Landfall, which looks very druidic. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC, and when starting your turn on plant growth surface or vine surface, regain 1d4 hit points and an advantage on Constitution saving throw checks. Wow, so you gain the plant growth spell, and then you can also heal yourself on it. That's awesome. Not 2,900 gold pieces awesome, but still awesome. Smelling of long abandoned gardens, grown wild with thorny roses, moss, and hibiscus, this armor was worn by a powerful druid who spent so long from people that she forgot to miss them. Just the default sorcerer robe. more of these beautiful hats. And Birthright, just a straight up charisma +2 up to 22. The thing that you poor sods simply cannot grasp is how effortless all this magical hooty-wooty casty spellsy business is for me. A very stupid sorcerer at a Wizard Academy ball. Oh man, our weapon and unarmed attacks dealing an additional 2 damage is good. However, I will say switching to a +2 charisma on our main character to get a little bit more of a bonus roll on how we talk to characters, I won't be opposed to. I actually think that that is pretty good for us. Harper Sacred Striker with Spiritual Weapon. This quarterstaff is as solid as the bond between each member of the Harpers. Even working in anonymity, they do so with a common and righteous cause. Now, if we had Jaheira wielding a quarterstaff, that would be a good idea. I'm gonna get this hat, and at the very least, if I don't put it on my character, I'll put it on Will, because Will is a charisma-based entity on him on his own, so that is just fine. Now 5,000 for a scroll. See, here's the thing, if you're gonna get one, oh no, hang on, it's 5,000 for 3 scrolls. Still, it's bloody expensive, but if you're buying a scroll at that level, you better hope that you have a wizard to teach it to, you know what I mean? I could buy a scroll of Wall of Ice and teach that to Gale. It's 1740 on its own. That is a bloody expensive scroll. I will say that. Probably won't buy that. We're just going to buy this one hat. And of course, as soon as I am in the market to sell things, Karlach has my bag of things to sell. We'll just do that.
Hope you found what you're looking for.
Yes, got a cool fancy hat. Our charisma is only at 10, so we get no check on charisma. And Will has 20, so we can push him up to 22 at the very least. But yeah, if I put this on, that's an awful color. If I put this on and look silly as I do, I get a +1 on my checks at least, and then I have some other pluses as well. So it's an idea. It's an idea. We'll see how we go. I haven't been the most charismatic gnome ever. I must dye it to fit my wardrobe. Unless I want to convert it into that mask.
Find a way forward.
And then I need to put Karlach back in the party.
Would be nice.
What's on your mind? You know I'm up for it, but you...
Alright, this charismatic hat got me in the mood to respec and to change some things with my character. This hat got me feeling like a brand new man. I've bumped up my charisma just to 12 at a base. So now I have 14 charisma with the hat. We still have Tavern Brawler. We've done ability improvement to push my wisdom to 18. And my dexterity is 16, but I have the Mighty Cloth, or, you know, whatever this bad boy is. What is it? I think it's Mighty Cloth, I think, is Karlach's one. Whatever this one is, the other one, where I get Cat's Grace, so my dexterity is going up to 2, so my dexterity is 18. Now, I've kept Tavern Brawler despite having 10 strength, because when I'm feeling it, I can equip my Club of Hill Giant Strength. So that still works for me. This is why I like having Withers, you know? You get some equipment that changes how you are in the world, and there you go. Now, oh, my Cloak of Protection as well. So my dexterity is actually at a 19. Okay. Interesting. There you go. That is not putting me as balanced as I was hoping to be. We'll see how we go in terms of that dexterity, because I think if we've learned a feat at level 4, level 8, when we get to level 12, there'll be another opportunity and we might be able to just tick on over that dexterity to 20. I think there's a check. There's a feat that will also allow me to increase my strength or dexterity by 1, so I think we'll do that. We'll forsake that musical instrument proficiency I was thinking about, but there you go. I think that's pretty good. We're a little more charismatic now, just a little bit more, and a beautiful hat to go with it. Beautiful color coordinated hat, and also.
How can I help you? Huh. I suppose that at least I can help with.
We will trade with you, dear sir. Karlak has a bag. Karlak has a bag of things that we'd like to sell, please. Thank you very much. Now, I have persuasion +3 for a discount of 11. Actually, you know what?
Hope you found what.
Let me have Will do the trading, because I think this helps a little bit, doesn't it?
You!
What
are you doing here?
I like that we can do this. Did you see Aradin outside from the Druid's Grove?
Aye, we had to remove him from the premises. But unfortunately, we couldn't stop him from being a nuisance just outside. Can't blame him for taking Lorroakan's contract to retrieve the Night Song. There's a fortune on offer, and so far, no one's been able to claim it.
Shopping.
Huh. I suppose that at least I can help with.
Persuasion +5, a discount of -20%, I guess, at the very least. That'll do it for us. All right, now, all of this stuff went into Apocalypse's inventory by canceling that. Just pretend that never happened. Okay, there you go. Be an extra like 100 gold when you do wheel shopping instead. There you go.
Hope you found.
Thank you very much. Okay. So shopping done. Thank you, Will. And that over. Now we can go and take a look around.
Swift as my feet can carry me, I have something to ask.
There's not much left. Looks like folks heard the Absolute was on the march and bought everything that wasn't nailed down.
Don't I just ooze charisma now? I just ooze charisma. That's what I am.
Where is the famous Lorroakan? His shop is an utter shambles.
Okay. The cat turned into a spider. Oh my god. Lester Farrower.
One moment. I'm trying to work out how many pinches of mugwort is equivalent to one of Mother's Leaf.
A Mind Flayer parasite specimen. How intriguing. Now, if I pick that up, it counts as stealing, but there's a really weird thing where it goes straight into the Illithid powers. So this happened when we did it in the Githyanki Crash. We're just like, I haven't stolen anything, and then they're like, oh, you're right. Because it doesn't count as being in our inventory. It's weird. Clive, let's talk to you.
Excuse me, can't stop. There's only so much shopping time left before the Absolute breaches the city.
And that's the dialogue for Big Clive. So much.
Would you mind if I finished browsing before you muscle in, please? I was here first, actually.
You're a fellow bargain hunter, I see. The hidden gems here are far better value than the rare books Tolna keeps locked behind the desk.
The rare books that Tolna keeps behind the desk, eh? We need to read about some stuff. Oh, what the hell? Fordrain the Recent, Alice, Althea, and Corpse. What an unfortunate thing to be named. Yeah. You have to pick and choose who you're rude to in Baldur's Gate, because if you start being rude to the well-dressed clown-faced gnome, you may find yourself getting gnomed with the clown face yourself. That's all I can say about that. Spider. Okay, I can't talk to the spider. Oh, they're actually trying to... Oh. 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 Right.
Apologies. I'm with a customer at the moment.
Right.
Do you think that zombie looks fresh? Is fresh good? I never know with zombies.
The newborn zombie gazes at you hungrily, pus drooling from its slack jaw.
Okay. Well, that's something.
Okay.
Let's have Gale talk to Tolna. Should we do it with Gale? I think we should do it with Gale.
Take this. For now.
Literature department. Can I help you?
A quiet haven surrounded by books. I could get used to this.
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
Oh, the temptation.
A quiet haven, surrounded by books. I could get used to this. Wouldn't trade it for the world. So I wouldn't. Anything I can help you with? I'm trying to find out about a particular Netherese crown. Have you anything on that subject? Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Lorcan was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiot Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
All of the above, just for the sake of knowledge. Alright, well, we should pick this one at least.
The Annals of Karsus, Netherese Folly. It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
The Annals of Karsus. Where better to learn the secrets of the crown than in the writings of the one who might have forged it?
Sounds perfect. How much for me to buy it from you? Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread.
And then Mapo Gnome chimes in from the back, and he goes,
Gale, don't worry about it. I'll probably be able to steal it. Sticky fingers and all that. Isn't it your job to share knowledge, not keep it locked away? At least tell me where the vault is.
There's something really funny about going to the effort to respec my character to have a bit more in charisma, and then just using Gale that has a persuasion proficiency. God, you know what? take all my charisma points. I keep messing up my words today.
Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. Thank you. I've learned more than enough. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
Can't give up now.
All right. My turn.
Literature department. Can I help you?
What do you have on offer?
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
How nice is being able to use other NPCs to explore other dialogue options? Is that true, books? Are you sensitive? Well then. Will got 7 fire damage for that, and I took no damage. Will literally took the brunt of my stupidity.
Look what you've done! By all the gods, I'd give my ear for the least bit of respect for the written word. Go act the clown on your own time. Come back when you've cobbled together some manners and are prepared to pay for the damages.
Oh man, there's not a more fitting line of dialogue. And Tolna has no idea. Tolna doesn't understand the significance of this actually being so fucking perfect. Moments where the game is unintentionally exactly what it needs to be. No. You've got enough money. I did accidentally blow up a library of books. Alright. Lesson learned. Let's have a look at Downfall of the Iron Throne, shall we? Where are these rare tomes of yours? Oh, The Path to Elminster. There you go. I'm looking for like the silent alarm underneath, the desk. But apparently, The Path to Elminster. From the hand of Ramazith, in silver hand a wielded season's might, flame and torrent, wind and storm evoked, what left for those who witness as it mauls, but the wish to see it beckoned at thine call? Such knowledge cannot help unlocking doors, so you, like wise Elminster, might set your course. Oh, interesting. I was going to...
One day I'll catch a break.
Right, well then. How do we gain access to this vault? We'll try again with another character.
Gate at the ready.
Will can now try.
Literature department. Can I help you?
How might I get permission to enter the vault?
The vault is strictly prohibited for customers. If you don't cease this foolishness, the rest of Sorcerous Sundries will be as well.
Pretty please. I'd be interested in any especially rare tomes you might have.
These books are...
I was already whispering. Shush yourself.
An environment of quiet...
What do you have on offer? I know, rare tomes.
Bold. You might have a between us. Even Master Florrick was reluctant to house them in his tower. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
I came all the way here from Neverwinter to admire your collection. Couldn't I just peek in the vault?
I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either.
Even like succeeding in those checks just does not get you what you want.
The Tharkiad Codex.
Interesting choice. If I didn't know better, I'd think you might have the necromancy of Thay in your possession. I'd advise tremendous care with the Tharkiad Codex. The cost of unlocking its mysteries is onerous.
I was wondering if that book, the Tharkiad Codex, would be associated with it. So Astarian's going to be pleased to hear that. That should be a journal update on that one.
Sides of the Sealy.
Its author was a spectacularly talented halfling. She was, allegedly, able to establish contact with members of the Sealy court. Can you even imagine what wonders the Fey Pantheon might have revealed? Oh, incredible.
Now that I think of it, I think Karlach would have been the perfect character to have done the "Are you sure about that, books?" It was such a Karlach thing to do, but Vapo Gnome is very inspired by Karlach's bravado, so it makes sense for both of us at this point. Also, it seems that the Annals of Carsus, because that's like the big one that we want, takes us into that whole dialogue tree, but you can actually click on these, and that's the benefit of speaking to the same NPC with different characters. We get to find this out.
The curriculum of strategy.
You've heard about the Red Knight, I trust? Devout strategist made exarch of Tempest. This treaty is a compilation of her own design, kept here on the material plane for the benefit of us mortals. Quite rare.
Right, Will. Just keep her talking.
Soldier.
Karlach, I've got a plan, babe. I'm going to need you to get the attention of Tien and Won't real quick for me, please.
You're a fellow bargain hunter, I see.
Perfect.
Looking ahead.
Thanks for that, honey. All right, I'll be right back.
Step forward. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Carefully now. From your pocket to mine. Should mind my step. These boots have seen everything.
I'll just trade with you, please. All right, let's take a look. What you got? The Apprentice's Companion, Book the Third, Book the First, Songs of the Wind, Transmutation, Necromancy, Spell Plague, Second Sundering, Myth Dranen, Amphigory, Ramazith, Abjuration, Conjuration, Illusion, Impractical Magic, Elminster, Hunter's Guide to Hags. Some very beautiful things in here, actually. Quite nice. Some cool spells, too. However, it appears that without, those rare terms that I was mainly interested in, that'll be all for me, Tolna. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ever onward. Still alive, so that's progress. Moving in.
And then Will says, "My gods, man, you know how risky that was? What did you do? What did you even get out of there?" And I said, "Got a cool key." Got a cool key. And the Flaming Fist have come to investigate a robbery. And we're just standing outside, We conducted normal business. I have a Sorcerous Sundries office key. Perfectly handled. Karlak, thank you for being my co-conspirator as always. Will, thank you for being the distraction. And Will, thank you so much for finding out what you did in a wizardly way. All right. Now let's try for the office. So we'll look to head upstairs. Let's see. See 2 doors. This armor is watching this door.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs.
Fucking projection jump
If you
scare.
have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Lorroakan's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Okay. Whoa! Oh god. Oh god.
The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts. The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike.
Wouldn't let me interact with this one.
The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
Why wouldn't it let me interact with this one? What is happening?
This.
Wait, what? Oh god, hang on.
I won't have a word.
Welcome back, dear patron. Remember that the great wizard doesn't suffer fools who waste his time. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Yeah. I would be able to pick the right one if it would let me actually interact with it, though.
The Night Song
Here we
is
go.
an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike.
Ah, maybe it's doing this one and this one, but they're separate, but it's... Yeah. Let's try these then.
The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own.
And this one? It
The
doesn't...
Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
There you go. Okay, so this is really interesting. So it means Lorroakan knows exactly what the Night Song is, right? This is the interesting part. Lorroakan knows exactly what it is, enough to have portals with the answer of like, where are you? If you know, you'll be able to get to me. And you won't be wasting my time. So that's very fun. I wonder where we'd end up if we got it wrong. Oh my god. We'll probably get thrown into a Jurassic era again.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. Nicklaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time?
Not quite the enthusiastic welcome I was hoping for.
You'll have more gratitude than you know how to count once the Night Song is in my hands. Do you have it or not?
You refer to it as an it, but then you're also conjuring portals with the correct answer for what the Night Song is, so surely you know. She isn't an it.
She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple. To the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the Night Song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully, where is she now?
Now, what's interesting about this is we don't know what Lorroakan's intentions are with our dear Dame Aelin. And Aelin can take care of herself, only an immortal, but also Lorroakan being potentially a great powerful wizard. Still, I won't underestimate him. I don't know what's going to happen here, and we're not able to really talk to Aelin about, hey, so there's this wizard, blah, 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 that we've been kind of knowing about ever since we started the game, basically. Would you be willing to meet, you know? Instead, Aelin says, shoo, shoo, I must go and scissor my lover now. Bask in my glory at the camp. So I don't want to jeopardize her situation. So I will be kind of careful going through this. There's 3 deception options, which is pretty wild. If we're looking for a reward, I don't know if the Night Song being dead or left there is going to help our situation. Why do you want her so badly?
I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. Very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
Okay, there you go. And there's our answer. So I said, we don't know the intentions. I won't underestimate him. He possesses multiple means of enslaving the Night Song. And we don't stand for that. We may be chaotic neutral, but we help out stray kids. We help out people in need for the most part. Sometimes we don't. And we certainly don't allow beautiful celestials to be enslaved. I'll tell her to come here just to give her the satisfaction of ripping you to shreds. A clever contraption? Let me guess, like Ketheric Thorn before you, you wish to become immortal.
It didn't work out for poor Ketheric, did it? He was a fool. A desperate mercenary who poured out his soul to whichever god flattered him. I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded.
Equalizing man and God. Noble words cannot hide a selfish intent, wizard.
I intend to achieve greatness. And I intend to do it for a long, long, long time.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Karsus. Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
The crown of Karsus? Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netherill's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah, so it is you, Mistra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Act. I'll open a fine vintage in your name once word of your failure reaches me.
Not the wizard ego contest. Oh my god. Gale, shut up. I was waiting for Gale to talk that whole time, and then as soon as he opened his mouth, I went, no. Don't go and blabber about the crown of Carsus. God damn, this wizard is an egomaniac and ambitious at that, but also not willing to do his own dirty work. Oh my god. Just the way that they throw blows at each other verbally. Oh, perfect. I challenge you to a wizard fight, and I nominate my champion, Gale. Oh, swing your wands at each other. God, this is funny. So, the deception stuff would be choice. However, angering a wizard in his tower, is that a good idea? Probably not. But, you know, the alternative is allowing the Night Song to be potentially enslaved. So we will go for, I'll tell her to come here, just to give her the satisfaction of ripping you to shreds.
We shall see, won't we? Do as I say, and you will be rewarded beyond imagination. Fail, and you give up the prize to the next motivated mercenary to encounter my contract. The choice is yours, but make no mistake, I always get what I want.
Ramazith's Tower. Okay. Oh god, I thought this guy was going to shoot at me. Fire Myrmidon and Water Myrmidon and a Book Throne. Oh, look at this place. And an Earth Myrmidon and an Air Myrmidon. All right, we get it, Airbender. Fancy Pants Tower. This is cool. Whoa. What a view. That's crazy. All right, what say you? Do we throw... oh, there's just a random mage hand out there and a weave button. What do? We just throw Lorroakan out of his own tower. We just throw him off the edge of Baldur's Gate. Man, that's crazy. Okay. How do we get downstairs? Got a ladder? Oh, well, we got magic steps. Alright, alright. I don't know what to do here. I'm already overwhelmed, so I'm just going to save. In case I accidentally fall to my death. Look at that staff. That's impressive. Impressive staff. Mage armor. Oh god, there's definitely a fight that looks like there's to be had here. Potentially. But do you want to? We'll go back to camp and be like, hey, Nightsong, want to shred a wizard for me? Nearby Earth Myrmidon grants the affected entity immunity to poison damage and an additional 3 to 24 poison damage to Elemental Retort, temporary access to Chromatic Orb Poison, and an additional reaction. And it's just going to copy all of that for all of the Myrmidons. Wow. Alright.
You have a job to do, so do it. Quickly.
You'll bring him the Night Song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialize.
Okay. Yeah, not sure what we can do about that. Can I sit up on your book throne, or is he going to shred me to pieces or something like that? Could also damage the book throne. I think he also probably wouldn't be too happy about that. It's not highlighted in red. There you go. Sometimes you get dialogue when you sit on the throne.
Your desire.
Had to try it with Gale.
Things have stayed interesting.
Alright, now we can try and figure out a way down. I guess we can get on these. Oh, there's a ladder here to go up. Probably not a good idea to step on that. What's up here? Wizards of Note, Heroican, Editor's Edition, a chest and a cabinet. Now stealing from here. Ugh, might engage in combat, so it's... This book appears to be a bespoke edition, not mass-printed like others in the series. A note is affixed to the front page. Dear Sir, though I appreciate your attempt to contribute to our popular series, I'm afraid we're not accepting reader submissions at this time. Furthermore, I would recommend our fact-checker Hope Candor for your personal employ should you wish to attempt to publish this volume under a different name elsewhere. Kind regards, Embra Coil. Leroy can try to publish a book on himself. Alright, Carla?
What a charmer.
Not going to camp from the tower. But what you can do this.
Shadows don't suit me.
Is that blood?
I don't know what's in there.
Never mind.
And we'll find out later.
Keep going.
It's cooking.
Karlak used her magic camp
On my way.
send away spell. So while I didn't, technically steal from a chest, I stole the whole chest. Alright, now we'll go down here. God, imagine if that didn't work. Surely everyone can make this. Gale, come on. Yes, if Gale can make it, everyone can. Alright, we're good. Careful, everyone. I'm fighting the camera here. But we got this. Looking down the magical staircase. There we go.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
What's that? Oh, we got traps down here. Right. Oh.
Mine.
Oh.
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Okay. I wonder if the other portals would have. I wonder if the other portals would have taken us to something like this, like an area, and then just filled it with gas. Everything is not to be touched in this place, but nobody's really looking down this way. In terms of weave buttons, let's have a look.
Curse to put my hands on.
Below.
Okay, this might be teleportation to different levels of the tower. Now, when you're in a wizard's tower, it can be pretty scary, right? Because you don't know what any of this is going to be for.
Hey-ho. Yeah.
Like this cleanup.
Cleanup.
What does that mean? You know what I mean? What does that mean?
Like a vandal.
I've got a long road ahead.
Spotted by the mage hand.
Hey, good looking.
Time for a soft touch.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Don't be shy.
All right, what now?
Karlak, stealing from a wizard is exceptionally dangerous. You're so brave. I love you for it. A barricade here so I can get outside. And a snakeskin hat that's just been dropped on the ground. So many just random environmental details. Bolts.
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Okay. So we're revealed. These are actually invisible. I love our invisible eye. This will take us to the vaults. Okay. An opulent chest.
Can't risk being in open view.
I feel like a rothe in a tea shop.
A rothe in a tea shop.
There we go.
And security, I guess that button would...
Invisible me.
All security. I mean, what else could it do, you know? We can get teleported below. Security, cleanup. I don't know what that means.
Let's move. At the ready.
And then the vaults. Wizard's task list. Tasks for which I require aid. Sweeping out the main hall. I guess we could do cleanup on that, right? Removing Rumazith's personal effects from my chambers. Placing such valuable tomes as the Annals of Karsus in the Karsus Vault for safekeeping. The vaults, et al. If Miklar cannot handle such simple matters, I ought to replace him with an animated armor. So we could get to the vaults and get the book, right?
Fine. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Okay, we're not technically allowed to be pressing the weave buttons. There's also shielded things here. Now, if we're to deal with Lorroakan with the Night Song, maybe we'd be able to freely explore this place after, but I'm not sure at this time. So we'll just keep having a look around. Just going to do some renovations and check out here, if you don't mind, Lorroakan. What's going on out here? Enchanted Me. This book describes an elderly spellcaster's years learning the art of enchantment. Cold and frigid was the day I learned that to fail in charming a better wizard was the most dangerous game of all. I first met Cavalierin Draithwaite at a Kalashite barroom. The game was a complicated play of cards I hadn't mastered. Being young, foolhardy, and overconfident in my abilities as a student wizard, I thought I'd use my minimal talent with enchantment to gain the upper hand. Quietly did I seek to charm the feeble old woman to my left. She appeared to me a parochial sort, and unlikely to put up much resistance to my trick. I'd been blown against the barroom's back wall, then up to the ceiling and back down again before I realized this feeble woman was none other than Cavalierin Draithwaite, Master of Charms, author of the very textbook from which I learnt the enchantment I attempted to use against her. After she gave me a good thrashing for my audacity, we became lifelong friends. That is a hilarious story. An alternative perspective, the weave. According to standard wisdom, the weave is comprised of the body of Mystra, or the domain of Mistral, the threads connecting all of creation to the source of magic itself. I posit to the intrepid reader that the truth is far more fascinating. The weave as we know it is not invisible at all. No, certain among us, whom I call seers, can sense the true nature of the weave as an incredibly fine but highly physical and edible substance left in our realm by spacefaring giants called Immortums several aeons ago. Each time we wield this power, creatures called weave devils consume these strands of weave, and their excrement is a powerful force we call magic. I know this will shock many readers, but I only deliver the facts as I know them, and the esteemed wizarding community wants to keep from you. That's right. Weave devil excrement magic. Okay. Backpack? That's the thing, you never know what's in any container, and sometimes you open just a crate and it's like, oh, here's gloves of invincibility, you know? And that's crazy to me. Level 12 Conjured Spectre. Artillery? Fucking. Alright.
Artillery.
This one I can press. This one isn't. What? It's going to start doing raining hellfire on Baldur's Gate from above. That's kind of crazy. Yes, you can. Quickly, if the mage hand comes back. Incarnation. So the game. Another one of those, huh? Be warned. Dear staff, following from our meeting, be warned officially never to touch Loroakan's magic buttons within the tower. He alone knows which is where and why, and any mistake could prove quite deadly. May Vompter rest in peace. Oh god, Miklar. Potentially cleanup could result in, you know... Was this the hat of the dearly departed? Okay, well, I don't think we should press artillery in that case. Now, vaults, not allowed to go. But what about below? Security, and below, not recommended to press it. I pressed it. Come on, Gale. Can I get an Arcana check on you, please? Alright, that goes above. Why isn't Gale doing an Arcana check?
That's curious.
Failed it. Okay. Perception check. I revealed something. I can't see what I highlighted. The key. I think that's glowing now. Display case has a key in it. Chest, lever, an arcane barrier which has something in it. It is invulnerable. Another. I'm stressed. Also have magic statues, and that staff looks cool, doesn't it? Oh, okay. There's no surveillance down here.
What's in here?
Well, I guess that they weren't expecting people to be exploring willy-nilly around here. Oh! We just got Circle of Death by even trying on that display case. That was not a good idea. Okay, again, see how we're being very careful with the wizardly goods to not go crazy. Alright. Steal that chest, send it back to camp. I'm stealing all of your chests. Circle of Death was wild. He could be important though. Alright, we don't even know if these levers will actually turn these off or just kill us. We all failed the Arcana check. And I've got a nothing ventured, nothing gained mentality, but you know, it's tough. Now, there's a slashing and a force vulnerability and a fire vulnerability here. 24 health.
Don't be shy.
Anyone want to that's piercing damage? We got
Sharp as ever.
We got slashing damage, piercing damage. We got any slashing damage? You'd think that a sword would also be slashing damage. There's also force, so we can Eldritch Blast this thing. This is gonna make noise though, so this is the concern. Nobody's down here.
Watch it.
Well, it's no longer trapped. That might have been the Arcana check, checking that it was trapped. High security vault number 1 key. Single marks and arcanic residue decorate this elaborately gilded key.
Finders keepers.
Okay. We have the key. Will has the key. Will, you hold on to that.
On my mind.
Force damage on that.
Well, in it.
Or do we lever these arcane barriers?
With haste.
What if these are also... What if these are also trapped? And I'm going to get Circle of Death again. Oh, wow. It's a... Oh, it's an intelligence check. And one that I cannot cancel out of. So I may as well try and make this count. The next one, Gale should pull it. Let's give ourselves advantage on the roll. Wow. Whoa! Critical success on that. Wow. Okay. Markoishkir. Arcane Enchantment. You get a +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Arcane Battery. Alleviate the arcane burden of spell casting with the power of this staff. The next spell you cast doesn't cost a spell slot. Dude, level 6 spells go crazy. Kareska's Favor. Imbue yourself with elemental energy sourced from the draconic goddess Kareska. Kareska, draconic goddess of arcane knowledge, imbues many chromatic dragons with their magic. This includes their exquisite and terrible breath, which has wrenched giants from their tall thrones and destroyed civilizations of small folk. And it's a legendary melee weapon. Now, this would be good to give to Gale, of course, but that would be getting rid of Gale's beautiful additional ice thing that we have going on. But, we'll see how we feel about it. We're going to take it.
Maybe I need more pockets.
We'll send that back to camp for now. This beautiful item. Back to camp. Magic away camp button. Gale.
Let me work my magic.
Yes, that is exactly what you're here for. This one. Okay. The back-to-back critical success to critical failure again, twice in one episode. What? The fuck? Oh my god. This is what we get. Gale, you need to succeed. We're burning 2 inspirations on this. Thank you. Oh my god. Get that open. Holy shit, dude.
Moving ahead.
Robe of the Weave. Stealing from Lorroakan. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls, and whenever the wearer succeeds a saving throw against a spell, they regain hit points and an AC +2. Earnest little Edith Cluckle was a small girl when she asked to be the great wizard Otterluke's apprentice. He scoffed at her, but was quickly abashed when Mistra herself endowed Edith with this very cloak. Wow. Okay. Now, Gale is wielding resistance to cold damage and armor of Agathis, which gives us even more hit points and cold damage. And again, the cold spell thing, awesome. I think we could give Robe of the Weave, honestly. But for now, we take and we magic that away. Wow. Let's get out of this spot right now.
Above.
Alright. Hope nobody was keen on any of those items that lives in this tower, because they're mine now. And now, the vaults. We seek to obtain these forbidden tomes. Oh, it's just me on my own. Red Knight's final stratagem, and it's not a good idea to be here. We found a strange note in the vaults of Sorcerous Sundries, purportedly written by the great wizard Ramazith himself. It seems to refer to the names of the doors guarding each vault. The Annals of Carsus in the Sorcerous Sundries vault. Where did we read that note? Because I'm just here on my own. Alright, I'm going to need everyone with me. Okay, so we're all going into the... So we all got teleported below, but when it's this... This is interesting being separate. Alright, what if we... It could be useful to have everyone with you because you might want everyone's advantage, but I am thinking of something. And that is... How do we get back? Because... Can you see that... Do you see a button that says return? I don't. That is the scary part. So if we go with the wizard and the warlock, the warlock, and the monk enter the vault. I think if we keep Karlak outside, Karlak, just keep watch, honey. Just keep watch. I don't know if we'll need any strength here, but if we do, we have psychic communication. Let's leave Karlak out just in case of an emergency. I don't know, man. I just really don't know. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, we're also stealing from the vaults.
Never wanted the easy part.
Is any of this going to blow up and attack me? I'm scared, but isn't this wonderful? So we are here in the vault. Globe of Invulnerability, Otto's Irresistible Dance, and Flesh to Stone. Wonderful. Which Gale can, of course, learn.
At the ready.
300 gold. We could learn Otto's Irresistible Dance, and we can cast that on Lorroakan, can't we? It'll have a resistance to it. Okay, for now, into there. This music is so delightfully playful. As we find ourselves in a goddamn vault. Seemingly currently with not a way out. Nice. Also a display case with a beautiful tome. Now, a strange note in the vault of Sorcerous Sundries. Oh, hang on. Was that actually that note that we read? No. We've accessed the vault and the lower level Sorcerous Sundries. Now to find the Tharkiite Codex as well. Okay. Well, we're going to have to try and figure out our way through here. There might be combat, given the way that this is read. What if Gale was to initiate seeming? What if Gale was to engage in a spot of seeming? Because, disguise ourselves. This is the stressful nature. Everything that I'm doing here is committing. That's the thing. It's like when I'm stealing, when I'm sneaking around, when I'm entering these places, it's doing so with reckless abandon that everything could completely blow up in our face because I can't just reload unless we die. You know what I mean?
Should do it.
And this is what we do. This is what we do here. Because it's doing it for the bit. It's interesting. I was having this conversation the other day with a friend about this game, and also just Let's Plays in general that I do, is how I would just play games in silence is a little bit different to how I would do Let's Plays for an audience and for entertainment, because there's times where stuff like this will come up and I go, oh, this would be so funny. This would be entertaining, or this would be crazy. What if we did that? And there's an element that I feel obviously like pushed to lean into it. Like, I love being a silly little guy. I love being a jester, a clown, if you will. And this game, I think, really allows that element to shine of the witty, quick element of humor and comedy, but also from a gameplay perspective, being able to go, oh, this might be fun for people to watch and engage with, as well as for me to play. And that's why I think we can do something in a game where I'll spend an hour in Stormshore Tabernacle, where if I was just playing it on my own, probably wouldn't. You know, I'd read some things, I'd have some fun with it. I'd be like, oh, that was great. But there's an element of, I could really lean into this and this would be funny. And I think that's why I approach my Let's Plays with that laid back approach of, I'm happy to take my time in these sort of sequences because they can end up being hilarious. They can. And I love this game for that, because it really allows for a lot of freedom and it's super enjoyable. So the Red Knight's final stratagem, a legendary document. Extremely powerful knowledge may include curses, a volume rife with ploys, feints, gambits, and a smattering of elemental strategy, of course. We read it. Before her time as an exarch of Tempest and goddess of strategy, the Red Knight was a paladin most devout. She toured armies the world over as both student and teacher, and thus was she elevated by Tempest to her current status. These pages contain that of her which was left on the material plane after her ascension. Oh, wow.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
Oh, wow. Divide and Conquer. We read the book, so we receive Scroll of Artistry of War, 18 to 78 damage, which is force-related. Summon the apparitions of 6 master strategists. Each apparition strikes a target of your choosing, dealing 8 to 18 force damage on a hit. Wow. We got Knights of the Round summon from Final Fantasy VII in here. Can Gale
salutations
learn that as a spell? Yeah, wow. Curriculum of Strategy. Well, that's getting learned. We could use that in our fight. If there is to be a fight against this enemy of ours, potential enemy, depending on how the whole, Night Song thing goes. Let's see, sending those items back to camp. Now I'm like, maybe we should have put that on Gale straight away, and that might have been good. We'll take off Cloud Kill, because the area that we're in, we've got a poison thing, and he's immune to poison, Lorokin upstairs. So if we ever get into a fight, that's not going to be useful at all. Curriculum of Strategy.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Maybe. Now we'll take that with us. Fancy book for 2,000 gold. Alright, and now, as we sit in this room, about to proceed through an oak door in a vault with the 3 of us fancy hatted gentlemen, we sit at a very long episode, and we're going to leave it on a cliffhanger as we're in the Sorcerous Sundries vault looking for books related to the necromancy of Thay, the annals of Karsus, Karsus's folly situation, Karlach's keeping watch. We have a potential Night Song delivery to Lorokin so Night Song can beat him up alongside us. If it goes that way, I am not sure, but we've entered quite a precarious situation. I'm very excited to see where this is going to go. The lower city of Baldur's Gate is absolutely stacked, and this is the thing. I'm like, oh, we'll just visit the shop, and then we'll go and do this and this after, and then not knowing that we're about to enter magical vault land, and that is the chaos of this experience. Like, we've got High Harper stuff to do, we have Cazador stuff to do, we have all sorts of things to do here. We have Shadowheart's parents to rescue. There's just so many plot threads to pursue, and hopefully we will make some nice progress in all of them eventually. But thank you so very much for joining me for this episode of Baldur's Gate 3. I truly do hope that you are enjoying it as much as I am, and I will see you next time for the Sorcerous Sundries Vault.